Hello and welcome to the kitchen. Yep, I had to improve lighting so you could actually see me. But today we are doing this food review and we have this. I got this in Heron. They had it down in price. I don't know what its original price is now because I thought the was price would be the big massive price. But they brought it down to 29 pence and then they reduced it to 21 pence. So this is a classic chicken, low fat. It seems pretty solid, not too liquidy. I've already rinsed the pan. There is nothing to open. It is like a milk container. So we just separate the wings on it. It is quite a thick soup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do half and I'm going to keep the other half for tomorrow. So I'll put it back into the fridge. I'll collect a cup because I will not eat soup and just get whatever that would be like one bowl worth. So I'm going to put 1 cup, 1 mug's worth of water in because I do expect soup to double the amount that you can make from it, because even doing the cheap ones I always add a can of water in, therefore it makes it go further. So I hope the induction hob is far enough away from the speaker that it doesn't pick up the sound, because it seems that some people get a buzzing sound when they have it there. So we have our plate, we have the spoon, we just need some bread, which I do have a slice. I have this soft white farmhouse one. This is from Aldi, 89 pence. I have my big knife and I'm just going to dice it. I could have put it in the toaster, toasted it slightly, then chopped it up into little cubes, but I'm chopping it up into pretty fine cubes because it will then thick up the soup more, make it more filling, and especially with the price of soups nowadays, if you're going to pay like what you pay for Heinz, which is about £1.70, which is a complete waste of money. Because as you've seen, I have already made a mushroom soup on this channel. So if you haven't seen that video, after watching this one, go and have a watch on that one. So I've just chopped it up really tiny. I do hope I'm keeping in frame because I've turned the camera around and the screen is on the other side. So I've put a mirror behind you so I can see if I'm in shot. So we'll just keep turning this. My kitchen is never tidy. I have loads of containers. Now the induction is at 1,000 watts, so it isn't massive powerful. This one I've had for quite a while, but I did come across a one that I found on TikTok, which is also what you can find on Temu, which is about £13, and I thought there's no way that you can get a single induction hob for 13 quid. So I got it and it works pretty well. Quite shocking at that, you know, but Yeah, so we're just going to warm this up. As you can see in the shot, this is my rice cooker, which I just recently used, and that I made my breakfast yesterday with, and my tea, so that's just sitting on there because I want it nearby. I have lots of herbs and other stuff, and this is a little LED light which I put over the cooker. I had to get this bigger one, but then it wasn't over the cooker, so I got this clip-on. It's a clip-on one. I got it from Amazon. See, I don't script any of these, and I leave in the errors. So it's starting to get warm. As I see, there is no thick bits of chicken in it. As I said, I don't know how much this is at full price. I think it's probably going to be like £1.29 range price. You'd get it in the fridge section of Heron. The chicken one was the only one reduced. They had quite a bit of things reduced, so therefore their shelves weren't completely full. So I know there is other soups that you can get in different flavours. They mostly come in a like plastic jar in the fridge. It's starting to try to bubble over. We'll put an end to that and reduce it down. Just dropped in the bread. Now you see, keeping the cost down, we want to make at least 2 bowls, enough for one each. At 21 pence, that makes this soup 11 pence. The cost of one slice of bread is around about 3 pence for this farmhouse one, because it is a little more expensive. So it's about 3 pence, maybe 4 pence. We've turned it off now. So as I said, I have my bowl, and now I can just pour it out. Now, I would have, and I could have just done this in the microwave. It wouldn't have made much difference, but because I'm on camera and doing it for you, I'm not going to use the microwave. But you can, if you put it into a bowl and put some water in and just get it level, then you can just do 1 bowl's worth in the microwave. So I've instantly got more than 1 bowl's worth. So yep, it has, it does have some little bits of chicken in. And when I mean little bits, let's try and get rid of this little bit over here is a bit of the chicken. So there is tiny little bits in. Now, don't forget that most soups are done to a specific recipe. Its taste may not be to your taste, which means that you might want to add more salt and pepper. If you're going out to a restaurant or paying a lot of money for the food, you would expect it to get to that level without any assistance. Yeah, it's chicken soup. What more do you want? Yep, I could have had it thicker. I could have just used the whole container, but I haven't had this one before. So if you're in Heron and you see the soup, find out the price, put it down in the comments section. So I have my soup for tonight. I'll finish off these 2 because it is freezing cold. At the time of doing this, we've just had our snow at the weekend, and it's been just lying, and it's really cold. So a nice bowl of soup, whether it's just for a quick start or all you're going to have, then warm you up. If you want to make it a bit thicker, you can always put a little bit more bread in it. But yep, it does have a little bit. It has more little bits of chicken, because you can actually see them and identify them, than what Heinz soup has, because sometimes you can't actually identify chicken, and it's normally these little tiny cube things that you're wondering, is it really chicken? So yeah, 21 pence. Don't know what the full price is, but if you can find a deal, if you can pick up some soup and it's really cheap and it's one that you like, then go for that. Don't always just go for an expensive tin of soup when it really isn't worth it. So until our next time in the kitchen, bye for now.